And hey there, it's me, Mudlink, and welcome back to some more Andaron Saga. So last time, we thankfully were able to finish off chapter 13 in a chapter 14 on chapter 14. I can't fucking do numbers. Where we beat the shit out of Samuel and the rest of House Rose. Got some weird talk about Samuel somehow surviving afterwards. We'll figure out what that is after, but I'm guessing he's gonna be like a reanimated corpse or something. That's fucking weird. In case now, oh, we also got Jocka's promotion. He's a based ass sentinel here. Look at him, look at my boy. And we're gonna get these two, which it sucks I have so many fucking axe bros and I definitely don't have room for you. But you look like you're a lot of fun. Okay, she was a former slave. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Let's get started with this. Chaka, there you are. You want to arm wrestle me? I bet 20 pieces I'll beat the pants off you easy. I don't feel like it, Aisha. I'm just not in the mood. What's wrong, Big J? You seem really down. I told you what happened. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. I completely forgot. My best friend Bodyman, he died. That's awful. Here I am, wanting to play games like normal. It's fine, Aisha. You're a free spirit. It's your best quality. I'm glad you're all so upbeat. I just wish I could match you. It's not like I'm some over-positive thinker, Big J. It's just ever since Brandon freed me, I try to live happily. Even when the bad things come, I just focus on the good stuff. Right, he freed you from the Styxy enslavers. I spent my first 20 years chained up like a mule. They made me break my back doing all their dirty work, plus that other stuff. But I'm free now. I choose not to focus on the bad memories. It would be so easy to wallow in self-pity. Others do that. I want to try and enjoy life and the beauty of the sea. Plus, I have a purpose now. Me and the Cap go by slaves to freedom. It's a really fulfilling life. I wouldn't have it any other way. When life seems hardest, that's when you have to think positive. It's good to get some perspective. Think about that, Aisha. Thank you. I'm just surprised my rambling helped you out, Jaka. See you later, Big J. Well, here we are out on the open seas. Feeling seasick, lad? I'm fine, Brandon. You took me sailing a few times, remember? I'm worried about a few people in my army, though. Some aren't the boat types. Seems you went to visit Ella. Looks like you got your pops' armor. You recognize it? Yep, it's as much of an eyesore as ever. Reminds me of how I lost to old Janke. You lost to him. Am I missing context? Well, you're dead and I both had a thing for your mother. I'm losing it. Just pirate voice. In the end, she picked him. Broke me heart. That's what you mean. Sorry about the reminder. A real man knows when to back down. I lost fairly. When your father passed, I took you on as my own son. It was the least I could do for Ella, God willing. She was so despondent for that entire first year. She'll come with me. Mom would have liked to say hi. Nah, kid, I keep my distance. It just wouldn't be right. I'm still sore about your old man, but we were good friends. We had to take care of our boy and stay at arm's length. Thanks, Brandon. Seems you've gotten yourself all caught up in some tomfoolery. I want to tell me what happened. It's better if you don't know. Plausible deniability and all. I wasn't born yesterday, son. I can put the pieces together. Bodyman's dead, Randall too, yet Mortimer draws breath. Yeah, that's what I thought. Your silence speaks volumes. I don't know about it at all. I've never met his brother either. But you work these docks long enough, you meet lots of folks. Nobles, they're all scum. Mortimer's just another bird of that same feather. I still can't believe he did it. He killed his own brother, Bod. Let me guess, he was always such a nice guy in person. Kind, polite. You thought he was sweet as a pup. Yeah. Truth is, it's those slick-talking fellows who are the worst hyenas. He smiled at you before plunging a dagger in your back. Despicable. I like me a nice honest guy. Someone who will tell it like it is, like Bodyman. They're the people that I respect most. Sure, you'll have to be more careful of honeyed words moving forward. Thanks for the talk, Brandon. Drop by anytime. Man, it's still fucking ridiculous. He's actually fucking did that. What's that? Umbra axe. Axe with oh, I don't have really any magic axe users, so I have a bunch of money. No fucking shining bows. Eat my ass. Buy a flame lance, why not? Javelins. This killer lance, don't need to buy a knife. It sucks how much these fucking swords cost, but I'll buy a light brand, why not? I don't have to worry about, oh, the vendor, yeah. If anything, I can sell, oh, I have a white shard. Not gonna sell for much though. Let's see, I can buy a lightning tomes for Dawn, and then flux tomes for. Holy shit! This 6,000. Excuse me. Oh my god. This is enemy luck. 65 hit is garbage. So. Men's staff. Get another heal staff, and then I don't really have people that can use like these kind of tomes anyway. Oh, at least the ones for that I use. Isabel, you look conflicted. Hey Jock, been doing some thinking. That's always a dire sign. Oh, shut up, you know what I mean. Oh no, look, now that we're leaving behind Andaron, I'm feeling indecisive. Am I doing the right thing by coming along with you? My soldiers. I left those men to get ripped apart when Mortimer checks their reports. He's gonna kill all my loyalists. If you stayed behind, who would be able to save them? How would you be able to save them? I don't know. Would you be able to save them? I can't talk. I don't know, maybe. You're Mortimer's cousin, he would come for you eventually. You will have the list of the men who served under you. If he wants them dead, then you will have them disappear. Either that or he'd force you to serve as his new captain. Out with Randall and with Mortimer. Exactly. Now my father dead, Bod dead, even Randall, though I hated him. My family is falling apart, Jock. I can't do anything to stop it. I feel so helpless, I couldn't even protect Bodimon from Morty's evil. That was my job in Malthrak. I was supposed to prevent its corruption. Sounds like a creative interpretation of Malthrak's city guard leader. You know, my dad was in line for that position before the plague struck, but he wasn't a noble. They'd never have promoted him to such a post. I think you're being hard on yourself. Ask yourself, what would Robert do? My father? He valued law and order. To a fault, even. Yeah, he sure did. I don't want to be like my father. He was a good man, but not sinless. He often talked about killing the Lightbringer Queen, Iris. What, Yolanda's mother? You must be joking. I'm not. The story always left a bad taste in my mouth. He seemed apologetic, but also like he was bragging about it. I don't want to become a killer who hurts harmless people. I like you just the way you are now, Isabel. Don't beat yourself up. I already do that enough for the both of us. Only because you asked, Jaka. Man, that's so crazy, isn't it? I'm on a boat, Mr. White. Oh, what is? The ocean is so big, so blue. You ever think about how blue it is? How much color did they dump it in to get it that blue? Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, Jesse, what the hell are you talking about, Jesse? What are you babbling about? This is utter nonsense, Jesse. Do you even know where you are right now? You're on a boat. Oh, word? That makes sense. Boats, ocean, it all clicks. Jesse, why'd you even come with us? You're not cut out for life on the run. Jaka, bro, if you think that, you don't know me very well. What do you mean? I've been on the run for years, man. I know how to lay low. Someone after you? Don't tell me it's a gambling debt. I wish it was just that. I don't like to talk about my childhood much. Don't like to remember it either or think about it. My parents, they died when I was just a little baby. There was this bad guy, he kept messing with me. He strapped me to a chair, stabbed me with needles. Ah, fuck off. Okay, sorry about that. So he's getting stabbed with needles, okay. What? Seriously? That's awful. It wasn't just me, my sister was there too, Natalie. Oh. I didn't even think about them having the same hair. Tortured us both. Ugh. Anyway, he let us go at one point. Although it's spelled differently, so I don't know. I don't think they are related because they have support together. I mean, let's go at one point. Probably isn't after us anymore. But sometimes my skin starts to crawl. I get the shakes. Red dust helps to take the edge off. Helps me calm down. Feel normal. Feel normal. I lost the voice. Fuck. I had no idea. Yep, and it lets me party without worries, bro. All day, every day is the Jesse party machine. Speaking of which, you got any dust, Jocko? I could really use a hit right about now. Starting to feel shaky. Sorry, Jesse, but I don't. But when we reach a port, I'll check for you. Thanks, man. It means a lot to me, bro. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Looks good. So really understand what he's like, and yeah, shit. Hey, Christina, how are you holding up? Oh, Sir Jock, I'm fine. You don't look fine. Want to talk? It's just my grandfather. He was all I had left. What about your mother and father? My mother, Penelope, she died in the rebellion. So did my father, Gideon. Alright, I remember now. Sam told me they perished in the siege of Holtmeyer. Yeah, plus my grandfather raised Lilith and I. It's like a father to you. Yeah. And now he's gone. Christina, I'm sorry for your loss. It's okay, I just want to be alone for a bit if you don't mind. Of course. Oh, we recovered Bodyman's body, but now we must flee from Mortimer. What do you intend to do next, human? Whatever makes the most sense to do, lizard. Is there a reason you're not using my name? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I referred to you by your name, Jaka. You do deserve better after taking over in Prince Bodyman's absence. Taking over? I hate the way that sounds. There's such a note of finality to it. Bod is never coming back. I know you're having a rough time with the current situation. We dragonkin are quite long-lived, especially compared to you humans. That makes it all the more painful for us when our companions pass on. What are you saying? My mother passed away 10 years ago. At the time, I was 90 years old. I knew her for my entire lengthy life. How long did you know Bodyman? 10? I don't like your implication, so our relationship meant less? Because I only knew Bodyman for a mere 5 years? I'm not adept at this small talk. I only mean to say, time heals all pain. I love my mother dearly. She meant the world to me. But after 10 years, the pain has lessened a bit. So too shall Bodyman's memory fade away. That's the thing, Jaheira. I don't want Bod's memory to fade. I don't want to lose my brother. He'll always be with you, Jaka. In your heart. Like my mother is mine. Never forget that. That's a nice conversation there. I still love these conversations so much. Even with Jesse out of all the characters, I actually kind of like the conversation he had. Despite the fact he's, haha, Breaking Bad, haha, Red Dust. So, I was gonna make a joke about someone being seasick in the crew, and I was gonna mention Sham, and yeah, he is seasick. Whoa, Sham, you're looking a little green around the gills there. Are you feeling a bit seasick? What does it look like? Oh god, I hate this. Why can't I ride a Pegasi? Ship's so primitive, so much swaying. You get used to it after a few days. Oh god, I hope not. Ugh. You hope not? Did I hear correctly? At least takes mind off of Bodyman's death. Ugh, better than my overwhelming hatred, rage, Mortimer. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, kinda wish I was seasick too. Yeah, he's just throwing up. Burns coming up. Okay, I didn't need to hear that. Or not. Hey old man, Albert, was it? Yes, that is me. I don't know who you claim to be, but you are no simple bishop. What makes you say that? Back in the dungeons, your sword skills. Never seen anyone move like that. You carved through those steel knights like their armor was made of paper. Hey, you mean forgetting about Runa just completely destroying them too? Even caught a glimpse of Galahad as he looked your way. He feared you. Path of the Dark Sister is secretive. In my youth, I trained many students. Sadly, the tragic path I put them on led them all straight to an early grave. Is that why you went into exile? You were hiding in Northaven. I did something terrible for which I should never be forgiven. What was it? I tried to kill my brother. Why? Sought power, but not for personal gain. I wished to rule so I could save my people. Sounds like something Mortimer would say. I suppose I was not so different from him back then. His ambition and desire to change the world at any cost. Even at the cost of myself. The damnation of his own soul. You think Mortimer was justified in his actions? In killing his brothers? I do not. He committed a grave sin in the face of the divines. His soul will surely suffer for all eternity in the great beyond. Justice in the afterlife, eh? That's not good enough. I want him to suffer in this life as well as the next. Be very cautious, young one. Vengeance is a path of misery. Pursue it too long and you will lose everything you hold dear. Your friends, family, or life, it will consume you in the end. So I should just let him rule as king? Should I forget the people he killed? Well, your words ring hollow, old man. You who claim to have lost friends, but did you never seek vengeance at all? You speak as if you never lost anything of real value in your life. Oh, if only you knew. I mean, you could just say you're a fucking Lightbringer. I mean, the first Lightbringer is flat out here. I thought you'd be saying something. Ms. Blonde, surprised to see you're still with us. My name is Don, you dim-headed tiny land stove. Watch your informality. To think my child follows such a damnable fool. Your child, Ilonda, so you're not her sister? Her sister? Of course not, I am her high ancestor. I'm a child of Sir Joseph, the first Lightbringer. Wouldn't that make you pretty old? Old? Listen here, you little mutt, I'm scarcely 1,000 years of age. I'm quite young, I'll have you know. Can't tell if you're serious, 1,000 years is pretty old. But hey, you look great for your age, not like an old grandma. Skincare routine must have been granted by the divines. You're mocking me. Have you a death wish, boy? Alright, I'll lay off. Let's try again, so, amusing you're telling the truth. I am. I have to ask, how are you still alive? Lightbringer magic? Father created the heroic relics, Dawncaller, Lumina, Starfall, many others as well, when his children fell. The relics captured our souls. The blood of our descendants can revive us only once to walk the mortal realm. When Bodymon died, his blood wet my blade. Dawncaller that summoned me. And that's so dark. Bodymon died so you could live? Can only exist a short while, then I will dissipate forever. Don't be gone for a couple. Hopefully you're there at least for the rest of the game. You're gonna die when? Bodymon life energy granted me enough time. Time to do what? I must ensure that Aurora continues to endure. Specifically, I intend to rebuild the Lightbringers. This is the prophesized era. My father foresaw it. You could see into the future? He was a seer sage then? He was, but let me clarify something. Father Joseph is an immortal being. He is alive. To this day, unlike me, he is more than human. Superhuman. If I fail, he may take direct action himself, but I will never fail him. I cannot let his legacy down. Doesn't sound like a father to you, more like a deity. You worship him or what? Worship is a strong word. I prefer deeply respect. You would feel the same if you were to meet Sir Joseph. Perhaps I would. Soon the other ancestors will awaken, though I'm not certain about the means. I can sense a cloud of darkness on the horizon. I fear Mortimer isn't the cause. Selling my siblings' spawn is simple. As for my siblings themselves, you're all Joseph's children. Shouldn't it be one big, giant, loving family? Why would you fight each other? That question requires knowledge you are unqualified to possess. Now, I hope you finish using my precious time, commoner. I'd like to converse with my descendant. You should depart. Sure. Thanks for the info, I guess. Good talk. Good talk. I just realized, is she like this is like renewal double stack? Or it's 60%? That'd be fucking ridiculous if it did. I'll have to test that out or ask, like, Clock or something, or PH. Hey, Ilonda. Chaka. Just checking in on you again. Hope I'm not being bothersome. You're looking out for me because Bod told you to. It is I who is burdening you. No, Ilonda, I'm doing it because I care and you're the woman he loved. If I had died, he would look out for my mother and sister. I owe him this. Still can't believe he's gone. Me neither. He was my best friend, my blood brother. Every second he's gone, a knife bites into my heart. How'd you two meet? He never told me. Bodymon and I met during the rebellion. It was the Battle of the Karanos River. The same one we crossed on our way to the capital, the day Alexander ran away. It's the first major defeat we rebels suffered against the Lightbringers. We both lost many good friends that day. Hundreds perished. It was a massacre. I remember well how much the battle boosted the Lightbringers' morale. My father thought that the rebellion would be snuffed out then and there. After the defeat, I was in hostile territories, raining, and I was deep in the mud. That's when I met Bod. He was wading through the muck too, covered in wounds. We helped each other, and we met up with the others, Samuel, Sean, Victoria, and Coulter. Angelus insists he was with us too, but I don't recall seeing him anywhere. We could not retreat as the path over the river was held by the Lightbringers, so we survived behind the enemy lines for several weeks by raiding their supplies. And the stories of Bodymon's rebels, I heard them when I was on the run. Theo and I would often take refuge at taverns and hear the bards sing songs. I'm sure you know the rest of the story. Our group broke the siege of Holtmeyer. We were able to sneak into the enemy camp and set fire to the siege weapons. Our unique position behind enemy lines allowed us to strike from the shadows. The heroic act is said to be what made the Lightbringers lose the war. Ever since that day, you are fast friends? I hated nobles, but Ba was different. He always treated us as equals. He insisted that we just call him by his name. All he wanted was to be one of the men. He always ensured we had enough food and drink before taking any for himself. If any one of us were wounded, he would kneel down in the mud to patch up our wounds. I saw the kindness he showed us. I knew he was a man worth following. Isla, thank you for the story. Chaka, promise me. Yes? Promise me you won't ever stop telling me stories about Bod. I never had the time to truly know him. I never had the time. I promise. See why they don't want to support together just to talk about those things, but that's fine. Keep staring at the sea as if you expect it to swallow us. What's going on, Barrett? Barrett, I would think you comfortable on a ship. It is good to feel the ocean spray on my face once more. However, we are sailing into dangerous waters, Jaka. We're gonna run into those fucking Vikings, I know it. You're worried about Vikings? If we spot longships on the horizon, then I want us to have fair warning at least. Do you fear running into your kinsmen again? No, I made my choice already. There is no shame in my heart. I followed Bodyman because he was a man of virtue and honor. I will continue to honor him by serving alongside you. Still, I bet you do not relish the thought of seeing old faces again. There was a man in Hornheim I cared for. Meeting him on the battlefield would not be pleasant. Really, an old lover of yours? Could use some spicy details to cheer me up on this boat. We almost married actually, but things did not work out. What happened? He kept talking about how he needed to go his own way. That he was not like the other Vikings who needed wives. He always went into these long rambling monologues. Barrett, the real man is one who is not beholden to a woman. Stuff like that. Strange guy, he was handsome, I'll admit. But in the end he became a bit too tiresome to talk to. Yes, the good old conundrum. Do you marry the cute crazy type? Or you settle down with the safe regular one? Tough choices. What? Maybe my past relationships are not the best font of wisdom. Don't say that, there's much to learn from one's mistakes. Hey! Realize you're not gonna be able to cat magic or speed at all. Not even close, unless you can get like level 30 or something, I don't know. You alright there, Bjarki? Bjarki? Yes? You look pretty far away. The ocean, it brings back memories. Good memories? Yes. And no. May I ask what kind? You may. So what kind of memories? My wife. You're married? You was married. What happened? The Mistwalkers. Neighboring Viking tribe. They are gone now. Dead. Mistwalkers killed your wife? Jarl Tironar, I know how to pronounce it now. Jarl Tironar offered to attack. Mistwalkers did not surrender. They had to be subjugated. That is the icebreaker way. So your wife died in battle? Yes. Sorry to hear that. Do not be. It was a good death. That's why the somber look. When I close my eyes, I think about my wife. Wife is gone. I feel regret. You regret that she died? No, I regret my actions. My wife died with honor, and yet I weep for her. Bjarki, I don't think that's fair. Everyone weeps for the dead. My kin does not mourn the fallen. Truly, I am the weakest Viking. You are the weakest Viking. I hate to see what the strongest Viking looks like. Maybe not the best time to crack a joke. The strongest Viking is Jarl Tironar. He's the guy who leads your tribe, is he not? What is he like? He is like thunder. Chaotic, unstoppable. His axe is death. Sure sounds like a scary guy. I hope we never encounter him. It would be our end. Anyway, sorry to disturb you, Bjarki. I will leave you to your business. That must be the longest talk we've ever had. He's not much of a talkative guy, but he's still based. Jaka, we need to talk. Yeah, about what? Future of Islanda's child. We need to discuss our plans. I'm listening. I understand that running away from Mortimer is our primary objective. However, if we find safe haven, then what will we do next? Maybe keeping Islanda with us will put her in danger. What do you mean? A large group like ours draws more attention and is easier to find. Mortimer's agents will be able to track us with ease. That is true. Yet Islanda and her child would also be vulnerable on their own. Mortimer's agents don't find her first, and brigands might. Islanda can defend herself, but not while protecting a baby. So the smart thing to do would be to leave her with a guardian. Someone who can keep her and the baby safe from harm. So, someone like you, for example. You already have experience. You're a corpse though, so that's not gonna work out for Islanda. No, I don't think that is a good solution yet, because you're dead. What makes you say that? Maybe it would be the smart thing to do, but Islanda would be utterly miserable. Living out her life hidden away on some remote island, far away from the world. She already lived like this for 5 years in Silver Mist, and she hated every day. She may have lost the man she loved, but she has many friends in the school. Perhaps people who can keep her company and liven up her day, even if only a little. I'm impressed, Theodore. What do you mean? The old Theodore we met in Silvermist would have relished the opportunity to take Yolanda away with him. I suppose you're right. And yet your first thoughts now are about her happiness. You're finally placing her needs above your own. You've become a true knight. Thank you, Jock. All I want is for her to smile again. Don't worry, we'll find a way. We'll keep her and the baby safe. Promised Bob that we would. I wonder how long it's gonna take for that to happen, because she mentioned when we were leaving for chapter 8 that chapter 10 that she was already very close, almost 9 months along. So surprised that hasn't come up yet that she might just have the baby soon, or at least very, very soon. Hey Lily, you're writing someone? Oh, hello Jock. No, I am writing a play. A play? With this satirical performance, I will show everyone the truth, the awfulness of House Rose and their dishonorable knights. You're denouncing your own house? Honor, chivalry, beauty, these are the principles of House Rose values most. What a joke! What kind of house betrays their closest allies, and then they try to kill their children simply for disagreeing with them? I've never been so ashamed of my lineage in my life. It is awful. Samuel's betrayal hurts us all. I, for one, will never forgive him. However, it is not right to say your entire house is to blame. I am sure many of your knights did not take his orders well. Yet they all followed him into battle. They took part in that dreaded ambush. I'm so angry I can't think straight. I haven't had any time to do with my nails. I suppose we must all vent our frustrations one way or another. Yours is an unorthodox method. Yours is an unorthodox method. I can't fucking talk. Whoever it works, I guess. Wish I can go back in time, even if I couldn't save Bodyman. I'd like to slap Grampy across the stupid traitorous face. Yeah, that makes two of us. Yeah, take that. And that. Taste my blade. Hey Thea, knock it off. That's the ship's mast. It's not meant to be used as a training dummy. If you damage it, we'll never reach Hornheim. I'm pissed and I need to chop something. You can pick between the mast or someone aboard this ship. We're all angry over Bod's death, but that doesn't mean you have to take your anger out on the thing guiding our path. Why are we running away from that scumbag? You mean Mortimer? We should stage a counterattack. Rather the commoners to fight. If we attempt to fight Mortimer now, we'll all be slaughtered. He has 3 powerful houses on his side and his spies everywhere. So we hide away on some ship? Won't that just give him more time to build up his forces? Mortimer will soon have other things on his mind. Ruling a nation will take most of his energy. We wait until he's only focused on Andaron. I mean, spitballing here, but I mean, could have tried with Tindaris. Just spitballing. Then we come back and strike from the shadows. Cowardly. But I guess, there's the other dragons there that's hard to get to him. That's true. I'd rather be the coward and get my just revenge. Ottoman fought with honor and look where that got him. I don't plan to follow in his footsteps, Thea. This sucks. Jaka, most excellent timing. I require your assistance. With what? Is it not obvious? We're sailing the open seas now. I don't follow. What lives in the sea? Mermaids and sirens. I swear to fucking God they better not show up. I actually heard stories that there were originally going to be berserk mermaids, which, thank God there isn't. Hopefully. I have fashioned nets and harpoons. With your spearmanship, you can assist me. We must capture live specimens for my work. Want me to capture mermaids for you? No way, that's twisted. They're half human. Their upper bodies are fashioned in the image of female humans, yes. Their lower bodies are pure fish. They're terrorists through and through. In fact, I only need the lower half. You can keep the top half if you want. What the hell would I do with that? That's disgusting. What are you even implying? Did I misjudge? You are a perverted male, yes? I'll find some use for the mermaid remnants. Nothing else, I hear the flesh is quite tasty. Tasty? Ugh, seriously, Amelia, you have some major problems. Count me out of this nasty fishing operation. No, thank you. Dear Diary, month 4, day 3. The others are still so strange. I can't pinpoint their shifting and esoteric motivations. If only Varg were here to explain their erratic tendencies. I can't speak, and And also, wow, you're fucking weird. Really weird. Oh, you. A coat of steel, a coat of red. One night, I hold on you. And so he spoke, so he said, no, that won't do it all. I needs more passion. Angelus, what are you humming about? Oh, hello, Jaka. I am composing a song about Bartimon the Brave. I don't think it's too early to start singing about someone who just passed. What better time can there be? Bartimon must be remembered. As a bard, it is my duty to ensure great people are not forgotten. I'm not sure if I'm in the mood to listen to a jolly song about my recently dead friend. Things are still a little too fresh, Angelus. Think of Isla too, she might not like it. Oh, Ilanda, what greater tragedy is there compared to a widowed youth? Truly I will have to compose a sad ballad about their forbidden love. Were you listening to anything I said? Angelus is always listening, always watching keenly. He sees so much of what goes on, he assures you. Does Angelus also occasionally enjoy referring to himself in third person? He does. You are a strange one. Just don't make Isla cry, she has suffered enough. And yet more she shall. What was that? Well, I tire of your antics, Bard. I'm gonna throw you overboard. Trapped in the dark, tormented in pain, yet new life is born amidst the insane. A child of the light, touched by the void. Will the birth of evil leave us destroyed? Seems a little dark. Those lyrics might need fine-tuning. Or maybe not. Hee-ho ho. Angelus, never change. Except I need to get some, well, I mean, it's cause I switched over, and I switched over to the fucking thing just to get an energy ring. Apparently I hear he actually does promote into someone who can use dark magic. It's just that, I mean, now he's 4 magic, so it's not too great right now, but probably never gonna use him for that. I'm probably just gonna, keep him as a bard. Just keep him with that in mind. Several hours later, as darkness descends over the ocean waves, Jaka and the others prepare their hearts for Barimon's final rest. Jaka? I thought it was Iolanda. That was Tira. Jaka, everyone else is waiting for you. Alright, just give me a moment. I'll be outside. This one's for you, my brother. Oh, we're holding a funeral for him. Alright, let's begin. Brave warrior of light, son of steel and fire, my dearest husband, father of my child, it is time for you to travel to the great beyond. This is the last light. You know the Lightbringer traditions well, young one. Bartimon told me about it once. This is how the Lightbringers buried their honored dead. Even great kings won't often get this sort of treatment. It's most unusual for this ritual to be performed for outsiders. To do this for a son of steel, Alana may have even loved him more than her own family. My dear Bod, there was a time when I thought I would never smile again. Then you came into my world and filled my life with brilliance. You showed me that no matter how dark things may seem, that there is always a chance for the light to shine through. I will miss you so much. You fought so hard for us, but now it is time for you to enjoy your well-deserved rest. One day I will join you in the great beyond. One day. Till that day comes, this is our last goodbye. Till my light fades, I will always love you, Bartimon. Man, it's still sad to see him go. I like Bartimon a lot. His body turned to dust. Disintegrate the body, return it to the divine realm for eternal peace. Perform the rites beautifully. Truly she is Caithus' daughter. But mourn not for your friend, he is in better place now. The soul will live on as a light for the rest of us. Yeah, everyone's got their given a moment of silence. Goodbye, my friend. I will not forget you. Mortimer will pay. And with it being a shorter episode, we're still gonna end it off here. I think that was a perfect time to end this off with Bodemon's funeral. So chapter 14 is, well, not too bad. It's just Samuel's a bit of a pain in the ass, but whatever. And yeah, we got a whole bunch. We finally got ourselves, at least a slight glimmer of hope for making it to a new place. But more likely than not, we're going to be attacked by Vikings next episode. So, next time on the Andaron Saga Let's Play, it's probably when it's going to happen. Hornheim Vikings. See you guys then. Take care.